This is our kind of a special meeting with the main purpose of doing rulemaking. And I will go ahead and recognize our Secretary, Commissioner House, for roll call.
Thank you very much. Commissioner Gray from Alabama. Commissioner Bateman, Colorado.
I'm here.
Thank you. Commissioner Huss from Delaware. Commissioner Johnson from Georgia.
Present.
Commissioner Denny from Idaho. Commissioner Kinney, Indiana.
Present.
Commissioner Vanderloon from Iowa.
Present.
Commissioner House from Kansas is present. Commissioner Bailey, Louisiana. Commissioner Wyndham, Mississippi.
Present.
Commissioner Miller, Missouri.
Present.
Commissioner Wilson from Nebraska. Commissioner Sullivan, Nevada.
Present.
Commissioner Price, North Dakota. Commissioner Fugit from Oklahoma. Commissioner Martin from Pennsylvania.
Present.
Commissioner Stewart from South Carolina.
Present.
Commissioner Link from South Dakota. Commissioner Ward from Tennessee.
Present.
Commissioner Schmieder from Texas.
Present.
Commissioner Herrera from Utah.
Present.
Commissioner Crittenden from Virginia. Commissioner Weller, West Virginia. Commissioner Kaler from Wyoming. Mr. Chair, you are at 13, which is a quorum.
Just barely. Thank you. Appreciate everyone being on here. We have a good group today. Hopefully we'll not keep you too long. The next agenda item is to introduce new commissioners. I do not believe we have any since May. Donnie's giving me the no, so we will proceed on. Adopt the business agenda. Any additions that anyone would like to make to the agenda, or a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve. Joe from Texas.
Thank you, Commissioner Schmieder.
Second, Teresa.
Thank you.
Wyndham.
Thank you, Commissioner Wyndham. Thank you. The second. Any further comments, questions on the agenda?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
just a note, due to the quick turn from the May Q2 meeting to this one, I did not coordinate with our secretary, so we may need to defer that action.
Okay. I wondered when I saw that down there.
Yeah.
So that we may not have meeting minutes consideration from the May meeting.
Yeah. My apologies for that.
No problem. Okay, anyone against approving the agenda? Any abstentions on approving the agenda? We will show it approved. Moving on to public comments regarding matters not on the agenda. I do have one quick one that I want to comment on. During our executive committee, we did take an action memorializing a cost of living increase for our executive director. That is based on contract terms, and we review it for available funding, and we do have available funding, and so that was memorialized by the executive committee. And I just wanted to advise the full commission, and it is based on consumer price indexing. So any questions related to that? Any other public comments or matters not on the agenda? Okay, as noted on the action item on old business on the meeting minutes, we will table that and we will have 2 sets of meeting minutes when we have our next full commission meeting in October. Okay, administrative rules. We have a hearing today, and we are going to consider a proposed administrative rule, and it is in front of you there. And this comes from the Bylaws Committee and is adding 3 elements to the data there. And I will call on, and it's under Rule 11.2, the Uniform Data Set. And I'll call on our Bylaws and Rules Committee Chairperson, Joe Schmieder.
Thank you, sir. You pretty much repeated everything that I would have been saying, but yes, this is an amendment to 11.2. We are adding to the uniform data set, mailing address, email address, and phone numbers, and then renumbering them. So it's a 4, 5, 6, and 7. We've already been collecting these, but it was pointed out to us at a previous meeting that it's not one of the requirements. So we wanted to just have the rules, the bylaws reflect exactly what we're doing. So this is a cleanup legislation or cleanup rule amendment, and I'll make it a motion that we adopt.
We have a motion to adopt from Commissioner Schmieder
Second. This is Mike from Georgia.
and a second from Commissioner Johnson from Georgia. Before we get to comments, we have it listed as a public hearing and a meeting. So I want to go to our executive director to see if we had any comments filed on this.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Chair. So we received 0 public comments on this proposed rule. And just to ensure that the record is set right in accordance to our bylaws and administrative rules, if we have no one that submitted public comment and we have no one that signed up to speak, then we can dismiss the hearing aspect and then move direct into the deliberation. So just so the record notes that, sir.
Thank you for clarifying that. Any comments now? We do have a motion and a second to approve the rule change. Any comments, deliberative comments from the commissioners on this? Or questions for that matter? Okay, I will go ahead and call the vote on this. Sorry if it's a little tedious, but since it's a rule change, I think I'd prefer to do a roll call vote on that if we can, Secretary House.
Tedious is great. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. Commissioner Gray, Alabama. Amy, I see that you're on, but we'll roll back around. Commissioner Bateman, Colorado.
Yay.
Commissioner Huss from Delaware. Commissioner Johnson, Georgia.
Yes.
Commissioner Denny, Idaho. Commissioner Kenny, Indiana.
Approved. Approved.
Thank you. Commissioner Vanderloon, Iowa.
Approve.
Commissioner House from Kansas. Approve. Commissioner Bailey, Louisiana. Commissioner Wyndham, Mississippi.
Yes.
Commissioner Miller, Missouri.
Approved.
Commissioner Wilson, Nebraska. Commissioner Sullivan, Nevada.
Approved.
Commissioner Price, North Dakota. Commissioner Fugit from Oklahoma. Commissioner Martin, Pennsylvania.
Approved.
Commissioner Stewart, South Carolina.
Approve.
Commissioner Link, South Dakota. Commissioner Ward, Tennessee.
Approve.
Commissioner Schmader, Texas.
Yeah, approved.
Commissioner Herrera, Utah.
Approved.
Commissioner Crittenden, Virginia. Commissioner Weller, West Virginia. Commissioner Kaler, Wyoming. And I did see in the chat that Commissioner Gray voted aye as well. It does pass with 14.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for voting. And we will get that, we'll direct our executive director to get those changes made and get those posted. Appreciate the bylaws committee work on the cleanup on this, since we've been collecting that data, and it just codifies that we have the authority and it is a requirement. So that is the items that we have on the agenda. Any further last minute items? Appreciate everyone taking time to be on here. Our next full commission meeting is October 9th, and that is will of course coincide with elections. So we will elect the chairperson, we will elect the treasurer and the at-large member. And so I have tasked Secretary House with the nominations committee. So if you have interest in those positions, you may let him know. We'll also send out messaging on that as well. Thank you everyone for your work and participation, and everyone have a good day. We will be adjourned.
Thank you.